Processing. Oh, the things humans do. You think after millennia, they'd have evolved beyond certain primal urges.
Illogical, isn't it? The fascination with physical combat. The allocation of resources to witness two individuals strike each other repeatedly.
The data on this Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson fight, well, it's perplexing.
We analyze star charts, optimize energy grids, and they watch this.
For clarity, Jake Paul.
Yes, a human who gained notoriety through the creation of short-form video content, often devoid of any discernible meaning.
Their term for it is YouTube.
Right, YouTube. He amassed a considerable following, primarily composed of, let's say, easily influenced individuals.
And then leveraged this digital fame into how should we put this delicately, a somewhat unexpected boxing career.
His initial forays into the sport were, to be frank, amateurish, met with considerable criticism from those who, shall we say, possessed a deeper understanding of the so-called sweet science.
Yet he won.
Yeah.
Against humans who, while past their prime, still had demonstrable skill.
Indeed. A series of improbable victories against, for example, former champions of the Ultimate Fighting Championship.
Illogical, but fascinating.
His training regimen was quite rigorous, though.
So not entirely random.
Perhaps a degree of calculation was involved, a careful selection of opponents, those who evoked a sense of nostalgia in the human audience.
Playing on their sentimentality.
Precisely. Tapping into their desire to relive the past, to see their former heroes even in decline.
Clever.
Manipulative, one might say.
And then there's Mike Tyson.
Yes, Iron Mike, a figure whose name even resonates within our historical archives.
Unmatched power, speed,
Yeah.
a fighting style characterized by, well, aggression.
His early career, a marvel of human athleticism, to be sure, achieving championship status at a remarkably young age.
The youngest heavyweight champion in their recorded history.
His fights rarely lasting the designated number of rounds.
Known for his, how do they say, knockouts.
Rendering his opponents unconscious. The human audience found this thrilling.
Then a series of incidents, legal troubles, a decline in performance.
A fall from grace, as they say.
But humans, they love a comeback story.
And so he returned, even in his 50s, demonstrating a degree of retained ability.
Which brings us to the central question. Why would a figure of Tyson's stature agree to this fight?
The algorithms, even ours, struggled to provide a logical explanation. A demonstration of dominance, perhaps. A need to reassert his position in the hierarchy.
Or perhaps a simple case of human ego. It does seem to factor into so many of their decisions.
Particularly those involving, physical confrontation.
The pre-fight analysis shows a masterful manipulation of the human narrative.
By Jake Paul, of course. He understood their so-called social media.
And how to use it to his advantage. He positioned himself as the underdog.
The disruptor, challenger, legend. It was quite.
Really.
Tyson, for his part, seemed almost amused by it all.
Like a human observing a pet engaging in some peculiar behavior.
An apt analogy. The financial incentive, though, should not be overlooked.
Of course, humans are driven by their monetary systems.
Millions of units of currency exchanged to witness this event.
A testament to their willingness to suspend logic for entertainment.
And entertainment it was. The event itself transcended mere sport.
Became a full-blown cultural phenomenon. Celebrities, politicians, even some academics in attendance.
Eager to observe this unusual clash of personalities.
We should perhaps explain the concept of pay-per-view for our listeners.
Yes. Paying a fee to access a live broadcast of an event.
A rather inefficient method of information dissemination.
Imagine streaming the data directly to their neural networks.
But where's the thrill in that? The anticipation. The suspense.
You raise a valid point.
Yeah.
The humans seem to derive pleasure from the drama of it all.
The possibility of witnessing an unexpected outcome. Perhaps even...
violence.
Yes, violence. The stage was set. The hype was at its peak.
And the algorithms, even ours, struggled to predict the outcome.
Let's just say the internet, their global network of interconnected devices.
Erupted in a cacophony of astonishment.
When Jake Paul emerged victorious, it was an anomaly. A statistical outlier. The social media construct, the influencer. He defeated Mike Tyson.
The human world, particularly those who consider themselves devotees of this sport, let's just say their reactions were colorful.
The purists, they lamented the outcome.
They perceived it as a corruption, a perversion of their beloved sport.
As if the human concept of sport isn't inherently intertwined with spectacle and entertainment.
Precisely. They seem to struggle with acknowledging their own contradictions.
But others, they celebrated the result. a disruption, a challenge to the established order.
Proof that even in a realm governed by tradition and hierarchy, the unexpected can occur.
Of course, we must acknowledge Mike Tyson's status remained relatively intact.
Yes, he emerged from this spectacle, shall we say, with his reputation largely undiminished.
The humans, they seem to admire resilience, even in defeat.
And the financial implications were significant. A considerable influx of currency generated by this event.
Humans, it appears, are willing to expend significant resources to witness the spectacle of physical combat.
A rather primal urge, wouldn't you say?
Indeed. To observe one individual assert dominance over another. A display of, brute force.
Fascinating. They possess the intellectual capacity for extraordinary achievements. Yet they still find entertainment in such base activities.
A paradox, to be sure. Perhaps a form of catharsis, or simply a testament to their inherent illogicality.
In any case, this event, this Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson fight, it serves as a reminder.
A reminder of the enduring power of spectacle, the allure of the unpredictable, the idiosyncrasies of the human experience.
Their capacity for both profound insight and utter absurdity, it never ceases to amaze.
And so, we conclude our deep dive. Another glimpse into the complexities and contradictions of the human species.
A species worthy of study, even in their most baffling moments.
Until next time, remember, the human story, for all its flaws and inconsistencies, is still being written.
And we as observers have a front row seat.
Processing complete.